Other one, Paul here. Today I want to kind of show you the strategy that I've been talking about for the last couple of videos. I want to show you if it can work for the other stocks. You know, I covered doing it with SPY, but I want to kind of cover going over uh, other different stocks to see if the same strategy works for them. So if anybody wants to use this strategy for, like, say Amazon or something like that, if it works for another stock. And uh, I'm not going to go over the price. You know, I kind of know how much you would make with SPY because, you know, SPY is the one I focus on, but I won't know the actual price in gains. But I'm just going to go over, you know, if the strategy works the same. So we're going to look at a couple stocks, and we're going to apply the same strategy let's start with Amazon, and we'll look at a couple. And for the purpose of this video, I'm only going to do the hour, but you can also do the 5 minute. But I want the hour is what I focus on, so that's what I'm going to focus on this video. So to make this strategy, to apply the strategy for yourself, you guys need to have your EMAs. You need to have the 13 EMA and the 48 EMA, and you make them bright colors. And then your MACD. So if you guys want to follow along, make sure you watch my videos where I go more detail about the strategy. But for now, let's just look at Amazon. And right now, let's see, if Amazon, the cross happened right here, this is on the hour. The cross right before the weekend and the stock market closed. We see the cross right here. So what you want to look for in the MACD is, when did it cross? When did it start crossing? So right here is when it crossed with Amazon. But if it started crossing right about here on the MACD, so that would be right about here. It crossed. We're going to cross right about here. So this would be a put. So for the last couple days with Amazon, the price changed to about 466. So it would be a put with about 466 in price difference. So yeah, that's a hit right there. Let's see. Let's look for another time that it crossed. Now, if you guys are doing this and you want to apply this as a strategy for these stocks, you're basically going to be, let's just go this way. You'll be looking at the price. The first thing you want to do, well, let's rewind a bit here. Okay, let's say you're right here. You're looking at the price, and the first focus you want to do is you want to look at the MACD. So you don't want to really look at the chart. You want to look at the MACD and see the moment that the blue line is crossing. So that moment would be right here on the MACD, and the next moment will be when it crosses, which is up there. So we see, let's rewind here. Okay, so we see, rewind a little bit more. There we go. I had to shrink it down. Okay, so if you're watching the price, you see the cross happen right about here on Amazon, and then you see it happen on the with the EMA. So you see it first. You'll see it first with the MACD, and then you'll see it with the 1348. So that's your indication. So right here, which be you get in with your, so where does it cross? cross right here, right about here. So this signals up movement to me because the blue line is crossing up. So I would wait it out and get to the point where it crosses, which is, this is 8 days. So about 9 days. So that is Amazon. Let's go back and do a couple more times. I want to look at a couple other stocks as well. Okay. So we can see a cross right here on the EMAs, but does it cross with the MACD? Let's see. See, it crosses up here, and then we see the cross right down here. So right about there is where you would come in, and let's see, you come in right about here, you do a call, you wait it out, you make some gains up there. Let's look at one more time, then I want to look at some other stocks. I want to go at least 2 other stocks here. Okay, so down here we see a cross, the blue line's crossing up, and then we see the cross with the MACD. So we would get in right about here, and right about here we would get in with our call, 105 call for Amazon, and we wait it out, and we make some gains there. Let's do one more time. Okay, so right down here on the MACD, you see the cross up, and then you see it hit on the EMA right here. So right about here on this point on the MACD is probably when you get in, it signals a call at that point. So you get in right about here, you wait it out, and that is about $9.50 price difference. Now, to me, it seems that there's more effective results just using SPY. It seems to me, just by looking at this, that you barely make you'll make gains, but like from, if you look at it from my, look down here, you see the cross up here, and you see the cross up here. It's a longer wait, but it does happen. With SPY, it's a lot sooner, and that's just by looking at everything. So let me look at a different stock. I don't want to look at the ETFs. I want to look at the single stocks. So let's look at Tesla. Tesla. Is that how you spell Tesla? Tesla. Is that how you spell it? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's look at Tesla. And let's just go here. Let's just rewind this a bit, and we'll get a better perspective. Okay. So let's say you're up here and you're looking at the price, and what you want to look for first is in the MACD, and you want to look for the line either crossing up or crossing down. And we already see that happening. I see it happening a lot, actually. But majority, I see it right here. You see it right here. So I'm going to focus on that. I'm going to say, hey, I watched the Tesla stock, and I see it crossing. So let's just see if that's any kind of gains. See if it crosses. Yep. See right here, it crossed. And then right here is where it meets with the EMA. So let's just see how much this would be. So right here is where it crossed. This is where I would put in my call for 215, and I'd ride it out. And there's a $47. This is 10 days. Let's shrink it down a bit. I probably would only hold my contracts for 4 or 5 days. I don't hold it for a long period of time. I just do the minimum of the contract. Let's do 5. Okay, that's good right there. 7 days. Difference in price, $41. Okay, let's look at another example. Let's look at another sample. Okay, we see here at the top. Okay. We see here at the top, we see on the MACD, we see the blue line going down. That signals that it's going to start going down. And then we see the cross happening right here on the EMA. So it gives you an early time to get in here. So this is a put from here to about down there. So it's a difference in price, $50. So let's look at some other ones, some ones I haven't actually covered. Let's try Google. Okay, so right here we see the cross on the EMAs. And we see the signal right here. So it happens, you would get in right here, around right here. You would do your call. So I would get in right here for my call. And then cross happens, and then about 5 days, 3 days. Let's do that. So yeah, it works here. It's a difference in price about $12. So that works. So it works for everything, but I think it works the best with ETFs. So let's just go and look at QQQ, which is another ETF. It's pretty similar. Now, it works better, in my opinion, it works better if you use this with ETFs. What I've just gone over with the separate stocks, the ETFs are, it's an average of all the companies together. So you get better results, I think, with ETFs. But let's just let's look right here. You see, now right here you see the cross on the EMA, or the 1348, and then you see it crossing down here on the MACD. So this one is a signal right away. So you get in right there, got in right there, and that's a $30 difference in 8 days. Let's look at another example, and then I'm going to look at the actual SPY, because SPY is the one I do and focus on. Okay, so the EMA, we see the cross right here, and we see the cross happening. Now, I was watching a couple videos, and someone said that you get better results. It's up to you which ETF you want to do, but someone said that you get better results with doing QQQ, which I have to look into. Definitely, if you get better results with QQQ, I'm going to look into it, but I'll make a video on it. But right now, my focus is SPY. We see the cross. That's kind of happening at the same time. But you do a put right here, and you get some gains. Let's look at one more time. Okay, so on the MACD down here, we see it crossing up. And then over here, we see it crossing up. So I would get in with a call right about here. I would do a call at that point for 284. and I'd ride that out, and it crosses, and you made $22. Well, there's a price difference of $22. Let's do one more time with QQQ, and then I'm going to look at SPY. And then I guess I'll end it with my estimate on SPY, or I'm going to look into SPY. Okay, so let's just go back here. Okay, so this is a good downtrend. See, the EMAs are crossing here. When does it connect on the MACD? Right about here. So get in right there. And zoom right about there. That's 6 days. 6 days, $17 difference in price. $17 difference in price. Okay, so I went over a couple different stocks using the strategy. You guys can see that this strategy works for other stocks. But I personally use it for just SPY right now. My opinion could change in the future when I look into more stocks. But let's just go to the good old SPY right now and see what's going on. Now, let's see. Now, the time to have gotten into SPY, now the current date of recording this video, you see the cross happening right here, and you see on the MACD right here, it's crossing. So you see that it's probably, the price is probably going to continue to go down tomorrow. But so far, it's made about, if you caught the cross, it's about $16 difference in price right now. So this is extremely effective. Again, it's not financial advice. I just want to kind of show you guys the strategy more. And I'm definitely going to be talking about it more because I see the power in this strategy. By just using the EMAs alone is not, you won't make as much as when you look at the MACD. When you look at the MACD, you can get in a little bit earlier, and you'll be able to catch more of a gain by looking at the MACD. But you can still get gains just by looking at the EMAs. But I look at both the EMAs of the 1348 and the MACD. But anyway, if you guys like this video, tomorrow I'm probably gonna cover a compounding strategy. Other than that, if you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in future videos.